Have you ever been staring at a gigantic log file, trying to find one specific thing, but a simple keyword search just isn't getting the job done? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into regular expressions, or Regex for short. Think of it as a superpowered search tool built right into your Linux command line.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with what regex actually is. Then we'll jump into the two main types, basic and extended expressions. After that, we'll see how you can get super specific with character sets. And to finish up, we'll go over some common mistakes to help you avoid headaches and then do a quick summary.
All right, so we all know how to search for a single word. That's easy. But what if you need to find lines that have a number, any number? Or what if you need to find an error code that only appears at the very end of a line? A simple search just falls flat here, and that is exactly where regular expressions step in.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to think about it, really. If your files are this massive digital haystack, a regular expression isn't just about finding one specific needle. It's more like a giant, custom-built magnet that can pull out all the needles at once.
And this right here is the most important idea to get your head around. A regular expression isn't the actual text you're looking for. It's a description of that text. It's a pattern, a template that you create to tell a program what to find.
And the command we're going to be using to wield all this power is grep. It's this fantastic tool that takes the patterns we create and just tears through files line by line to find anything that matches. Let's start with the fundamentals. Basic regular expressions, or BRE for short, are the patterns that grep understands right out of the box. You don't need any special flags or options to use them.
These four special characters are really the core building blocks. First, the dot. It's a wildcard that stands in for any single character. Super useful. Then you've got the asterisk, which means match 0 or more of whatever came right before me. And finally, the caret and the dollar sign. We call these anchors, and they are fantastic because they let you lock your search to either the very beginning or the very end of a line.
Let's look at a super simple example. If we just grep for the word root in the system's password file, we get every single line that has that word in it, no matter where it appears. Standard stuff, right?
Okay, but what if we only care about the lines that start with root? Well, we just add that start of line anchor, the caret, and look at the difference. Now we only get the actual root user's line. It's way more precise.
And this is where it gets really powerful, when you start combining them. The dot-star combo is something you're going to see all the time. It literally means any character repeated 0 or more times. In plain English, it means match anything and everything, or nothing at all. So this search finds lines that have the word daemon, followed by a bunch of other stuff, followed by no login. Incredibly flexible.
All right, let's kick things up a notch. When the basics just aren't cutting it, we can switch over to extended regular expressions, or ERE, to unlock some even cooler patterns.
Now, the main difference here is that you have to tell grep you want to use these fancier patterns. You do that by adding the -e flag. And the big payoff for doing that is you get access to new operators, like the OR operator, which is an absolute game changer.
This vertical bar or pipe symbol is awesome. It lets you search for multiple things at the same time. So instead of running grep twice, you can combine everything into one clean command. So for example, here we're using grep-e to find lines that start with root or start with dbus. The pipe separates our two different patterns, and grep spits out any line that matches either one. So much more efficient.
So far, we've matched specific words or we've matched any character with the dot. But what if you need something in between, like any number or any lowercase letter? Well, for that, we use character sets. Bracket expressions are great because they let you define your own custom set of characters you want to match. You can list them out one by one, like A, B, C, or you can specify a whole range, like A through Z, for all the lowercase letters. It gives you really fine-grained control.
And to make things even simpler, Linux gives us these predefined character classes. They're basically just handy shortcuts for the most common bracket expressions. So instead of typing out 0-9, you can just use 0-digit.
Now the syntax here is really important. See the double brackets? To use one of these character classes, you have to wrap it inside its own set of brackets. So to find any digit, the whole pattern is square bracket, open bracket, closed bracket, digit, square bracket. It looks a little weird at first, I know, but that's the standard way to do it, and it's super powerful.
Okay, Like any powerful tool, there are a few common traps that can trip you up when you're just starting out. So let's quickly cover them now so you can avoid some of that early frustration.
All right, 3 big ones to watch out for. First, if you're trying to use a cool feature like the OR pipe and it's not working, you probably just forgot the E flag. Happens all the time. Second, don't mix up shell wildcards, like the star in lsstar.txt, with regex. They look alike, but they mean different things. And finally, if you actually need to search for a character that's special in regex, like a $, you have to escape it with a backslash. That tells grep, hey, treat this as a normal character.
Okay, that was a lot to take in, but you now have the core concepts you need to start using regular expressions on the command line. Let's do a super quick recap of the journey.
So the biggest thing is to shift your thinking from just words to patterns. Start with the basics. Default grep is perfect for those simple searches. And then, when you need more firepower, you level up with the E flag to unlock tools like the OR operator.
And you know, this quote really nails it. Learning regex isn't just about finding text, it's about fundamentally expanding what you can do from the command line. It is a true power user skill.
Look, practice is absolutely the key to getting good at this. So go fire up your terminal, find a log file or a config file, and just start playing. So my question to you is, what patterns are you going to hunt for first?